I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. We again continue with Ezekiel. This is chapter 47. This has been a vision starting in chapter 40. It's all the same vision, and it's about the temple in the latter days and the restoration of the Mosaic temple of ancient Israel. Now, this is in the 25th year of the captivity, so this is about the same time that Lehi dies in America. Jeremiah is most likely already dead, having been dragged to Egypt and stoned. And Daniel, he's still a magistrate in the Babylonian court. The Jaredites are just entering their final wars. I believe that Coriantumr is now king among the Jaredites, so that's where we're at here. That's our timeline. And now let us finish, well, this won't finish out. This vision still has 2 chapters left. Chapter 47 and 48 will finish out this vision, so let us read 47. Waters issue from the house of the Lord and heal the Dead Sea. The Lord shows the borders of the land. Afterward he brought me again unto the door of the house, and behold, waters issued out from under the threshold of the house eastward. For the forefront of the house stood toward the east, and the waters came down from the right side of the house at the south side of the altar. Then brought he me out of the way of the gate northward, and led me about the way without unto the utter gate by the way that looketh eastward. And behold, there ran out waters on the right side. And when the man that had the line in his hand went forth eastward, he measured 1,000 cubits. And he brought me through the waters, and the waters were to the ankle. And he measured 1,000, and brought me through the waters were to the knees. Again he measured 1,000, and brought me through, the waters were to the loins. Afterward he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not pass over. For the waters were risen, waters to swim in, a river that could not be passed over. What we have here, this is the waters flowing out of the temple. This is the more famous part of this vision. And the angel, he actually brings them out the north and circles them around to the east, and they watch this water flowing out. And they go 1,000 cubits. Remember, a cubit is about 1.5 feet, so we're talking 1,500 feet. Now, so far in this vision, a cubit has been more 21 inches, because it's been a long cubit, or a cubit and a span. So we're still talking, a little less than half a mile. And at that point, the water is ankle deep. They wade through it. They go another 1,000 cubits, so another 2,100 feet. They've gone 2/3 of a mile now, and now it is up to the knees. They go another 1/3 of a mile, and it is up to the waist, the loins. And by the time they've gone 1.5 miles now, maybe somewhere between 1.5 miles and 2 miles, it is now so deep that you'd have to swim it. You can't walk across it anymore. Let us continue. Verse 6. And he said unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen this? Then he brought me and caused me to return to the brink of the river. Now when I returned, behold, at the bank of the river were very many trees on the one side and on the other. Then said he unto me, These waters issue out toward the east country, and go down into the desert, and go into the sea, which being brought forth into the sea, the waters shall be healed. And it shall come to pass that everything that liveth, which moveth, whithersoever the rivers shall come, shall live. And there shall be a very great multitude of fish, because these waters shall come thither. For they shall be healed, and everything shall live whither the river cometh. And it shall come to pass that the fishers shall stand upon it from En-gedi even unto En-eglaim. They shall be a place to spread forth nets. Their fish shall be according to their kinds, as the fish of the great sea, exceeding many. But the miry places thereof and the marishes thereof shall not be healed. They shall be given to salt. And by the river upon the bank thereof, on this side and on that side, shall grow all trees of meat, whose leaf shall not fade, neither shall the fruit thereof be consumed. It shall bring forth new fruit according to his months, because their waters they issued out of the sanctuary. And the fruit thereof shall be for meat, and the leaf thereof for medicine. So when it says the sea here, to heal the waters, this is talking about the Dead Sea. That's the sea that is on the east. The Dead Sea is due east of Jerusalem, so when the waters flow out east and flow into the sea, that is the sea they will flow into. And it's called the Dead Sea because it is salt. It is salt water. So fresh water, nothing lives in it. It's dead. That's why it's called dead. And it's going to be healed. It will now have the same fish that is in the Great Sea, the Mediterranean. It'll become a great place for fishing. But the shorelines, as it says, the miry places and the marishes, this is swamps, marshes, these will remain as salt water on the edges. But it's not just the sea that's healed, but all the land will become fruitful. Trees of various kinds will grow, both for medicine and for food. Verse 13. Thus saith the Lord God, this shall be the order whereby ye shall inherit the land according to the 12 tribes of Israel. Joseph shall have 2 portions, and ye shall inherit it, one as well as another, concerning the which I lifted up mine hand to give it unto your fathers. And this land shall fall unto you for inheritance. And this shall be the border of the land toward the north side, from the great sea, the way of Hethlon, as men go to Zedad, Hamath, Beratha, Zibraim, which is between the border of Damascus and the border of Hamath, Hazar Hatticon, which is by the coast of Huron, and the border from the sea shall be Hazar Enan, the border of Damascus, and the northward, and the border of Hamath, and this is the north side. And the east side ye shall measure from Huron, and from Damascus, and from Gilead, and from the land of Israel by Jordan, from the border unto the east sea, and this is the east side. And the south side southward from Tamar, even to the waters of strife in Kadesh, the river to the great sea, and this is the south side southward. The west side also shall be the great sea from the border, till a man come over against Hamath. This is the west side. So shall ye divide this land unto you according to the tribes of Israel. And it shall come to pass that ye shall divide it by lot for an inheritance unto you, and to the strangers that sojourn among you, which shall beget children among you. And they shall be unto you as born in the country among the children of Israel. They shall have inheritance with you among the tribes of Israel. And it shall come to pass that in what tribe the stranger sojourneth, there shall ye give him inheritance, saith the Lord God. So once again, reiterating the laws given to Moses, we are basically getting the same border, and being told that once again, dividing the lands by lot. So what land each tribe is given in the last days might not be the same land that tribe was given before, because it will once again be given by lot. But notice the area that is covered. Now, I'm not exactly sure what it means by the East Sea. That might be referring to the Dead Sea again, but I think it's referring more, I don't think it's going all the way to the Persian Gulf, but I don't know. But we have the southern border from the Mediterranean to the Jordan, and then all the land of Gilead and Bashan that is on the east side of Jordan, and all the land that was Syria, and all the land that was the Philistines, and that was of Tyre and Sidon and the other Phoenicians. All that land is going to go back to Israel, because that was the covenant God made with their father. He is going to keep his side of the bargain. Whether people want to admit it or not, whether they want to believe it or not, that land will be Israel's. We leave this here. We're going to have one more chapter in this vision, and then we will be reading the last short portion of Ezekiel to finish out the book before we return to the Book of Mormon. So we'll see you there.